Hello, Kurt Jackson, Retirement Income Strategist with KJ Financial, here with some questions that anyone in their 60s should be asked about the looming student loan crisis. Now, why would this matter to you? You're in your 60s, for crying out loud, right? You probably don't have kids that still have college debt, so why would this be something that you'd be concerned with? Well, let's not focus on the impact of your kids, the impact how your kids would have on you. But what about all those millions of college grads with all that debt and how that impacts the big picture of our economy? Probably hadn't thought about that part of it, had you? Do you know students are graduating now with a cumulative total of $1.3 trillion in student loan debt? So if our children are so in debt, how can they afford to buy starter homes? If they can't buy starter homes, how can the people living in those starter homes move up to bigger homes? And if they can't move up, wouldn't that put a significant hurt or halt on the growth of our economy? How will any of these children ever be able to save for the future if they have so much student loan debt to repay? So when we think of all that, does it make sense or make it even more important to preserve, to grow, and even leverage your money? And if your parents are still with us, wouldn't it make sense to help leverage their money too? Wouldn't this provide a solid reason for you or for grandma and grandpa, your parents, right, your grandparents, your kids, to want to do something? When you consider all of this, would it make sense for us to have a friendly conversation to see if there's anything that you or your parents could be doing to help make sure that these trends don't impact all of you? And if you have kids and grandkids, shouldn't you explore strategies that you probably have never heard about that could help make this a more positive situation for them too? When I say friendly here, I mean that there's nothing that's going to be sold in that conversation. We'll talk about your situation, share some potential ideas for you to consider. If you like any of them and you want us to work out something that's more specific, we'll move forward from there and let you know how that works. If you end up liking them and don't want our help, that's fine too. You can figure out what changes you need to make, what changes you can do, and if you need to go to another financial professional to do them, that's fine too. So if you're ready to talk to me, my direct line information is up there on the screen, as is my email. I hope to have a conversation with you. You should have a conversation with someone like me that's doing things differently, because it seems like traditional financial planning is really dropping the ball on all of these types of things that we've been talking about in our series of videos for your people in their 60s. Now, if you like what you've heard here, please share with your friends, family, coworkers. You've probably got friends that are in their 60s. We've also done a series on the people in their 50s, and we will eventually, next up is people after we get done with the 60s. We'll do the 40s, people in their 40s and people in their 30s. So keep an eye out for that. And if you've got younger friends or family members, obviously, that are younger, let them know too. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great day. Hope to hear from you soon.